Welcome back to K Entertainment, and we have for you a very special 4-part series as we break down the India squad heading into the Border Gavaskar Trophy. Now it's gonna be a banger of a series, and we're all anticipating it heavily. India will be desperate to bounce back after a terrible series at home against New Zealand, while Australia will finally look to win their first series against India in a long time. Add to that the fact that World Test Championship finals is at stake, and oh my god, I'm salivating at the prospect of it. So where else do we start but with the top order, and more particularly Rohit Sharma. Now Rohit Sharma is obviously the captain of the Indian team, but he is nearing 38. However, he is an amazing player, a master of the post shot, and has impeccable timing. All these qualities would leave you with the impression that he'd be amazing down under, but that hasn't been the case so far, and it's pretty surprising. His recent form also has been a bit concerning in general. He's gone aggressive with amazing intent, but has struggled to really play those long, impactful innings. Just a quick look at his career stats, his average lies around 43 with 12 centuries, but in Australia he hasn't really excelled to the level you'd assume. An average of only around 30 with only 350s across 14 innings, and then you add the fact that this year, post the England series, he has been very poor, and there are concerns for sure. On the contrary, Jaiswal with a record-breaking series against England earlier this year and a number 3 World Test ranking is not someone that people are too concerned about. There's a lot of excitement over him, but I will say he has been relatively suspect against short balls. Most of his runs so far have come at home. His South Africa series was the biggest test and he wasn't quite up to the mark. He's young and he's very talented, so expect him to shine through. He scores a 50 almost once every 2 innings. But it'll be interesting to see how he goes and if he adds to his tally of 32-60 so far just this year. Alongside him, you have Shubman Gill, who has just found his footing now at number 3. He is very talented and was amazing last time around in Australia. His ability on the pole and strength against pace will suit him very well against the Australian conditions, and his Gaba heroics are not forgotten. Nowadays, he's been given more responsibility, and his stats this year show it. His career average of around 37 is not impressive, but this year averaging closer to 50 again, I think that shows more of what he's capable of. Now those 3 are locked in. But there will be other alternatives, and if the last series is anything to go by, bench strength will be tested. Now as per reports, Rohit Sharma will be missing the first test at least due to personal reasons, might even miss more, and we have a vacancy. The first option, a bit of a makeshift option, but someone India loves to turn to is Rahul, and he was part of the last few Australian series too. But his average as an opener and as a player in general has not inspired a lot of confidence, averaging around the mid-30s only despite having a lot of innings. His average in Australia, however, is all the more worse. He has a century, yet only averages around 20 across 10 innings. Not great stuff. Alongside him, you have the other backup opener, Easwaran. He's young, only 29 years of age, and has an amazing first-class average of around 50. Excluding the current India A match, his last 5 matches have yielded in a century each, so that is a great patch of form for him to be coming in through. Another name mentioned, and he's not going to be in the squad, but last time we had many players outside of the squad who played anyways, so it's worth a mention, is Gaikwad. He is very talented, and we know that from IPL, ODIs, T20Is, but his first-class stats aren't quite up to mark. He hasn't been great in the recent chances, not at the level where he needs to break into the team, and I feel his stats are yet to reflect his quality. He might get his chances later on, but not quite yet. And that is part 1. We'll be back with the middle order in part 2. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and drop down your predictions in the comments below.